Imagine being shoved into the room. The one that you love slams the door and locks it and begins walking towards you. He puts his hands on your shoulders and towers over you and yells in your face that he wants to kill you. At this moment, you have no power over your own life. You wonder why you ever let it get this far. And you wonder, why is the man that you truly love hurting you so badly? Abusive relationships are very complicated. You feel as if you have no control over your own life, and you feel as if there's nothing you can do. It's horrible to be hurt and taken advantage of by the one that you think you love. Abuse should be a very rare occasion, but it is estimated that 1 million violent crimes are committed each year by a former or current significant other. Many people choose to downplay this severity or pretend that it doesn't even exist. That will lead to guaranteed trouble in the future. The only way to avoid abusive relationships is to know about them and to know how to avoid one. You have to know why people choose to abuse those around them and how much damage can really be done by an abusive relationship. Every day abuse occurs. It is said that at least 1 in 3 women have been beaten, coerced into sex, or otherwise abused during her lifetime. That number is crazy. It's also said that 1 in 3 teenagers reported knowing a friend or peer that's been abused by their partner. This is the young teenage love of our world. It's supposed to be the puppy love, the people who care so much, carve their names into trees, silly little things like that. But in reality, 33% of teens know a friend that's being abused. Why do we let it get this bad? Why do we let homicide become the #1 killer of pregnant or recently pregnant women? Some people say that abusers know no different. Some say that the abuser was just scared, didn't know how to react in the situation. In most cases, abuse is a decision that's made. Abusers are actually really smart whenever it comes to how the abuse is done. They pick and choose who they abuse, when they abuse them, and they can do a very good job of acting normal around other people. The man may believe that he has the right to control his woman, or he may feel uncomfortable with himself, and making her hurt makes him feel better. This is the cycle of abuse. It starts out with the abuse. Aggressive, violent, or demeaning behavior. After the man abuses his woman, he tends to feel guilty and worry that someone else will find out and that he'll have to face consequences. He'll tend to make excuses or blame his partner, saying that he had no choice, he had to beat her. Then will come a normal behavior, kind of Prince Charming syndrome. He'll act like everything was fine, that he'll convince her that she shouldn't leave him because he won't do it again. Next, he'll start to fantasize how he'll abuse her next, come up with reasons why he should abuse her, and then he'll set up a good reason for why he should abuse her. If she has to stay late at work, he will use that, saying that she must have been cheating on him. The most immediate and most noticeable form of abuse is physical. It can go anywhere from just a slap that will sting or all the way up to murder. It is the leading cause of injury for women between the ages of 15 and 44 in the United States. Abusers do a really good job in placing cuts and bruises into places that are normally covered by clothing. Another really horrible type of damage done by abuse is emotional and psychological. Women will suffer from distrust of themselves. They won't be spontaneous. They will act as if they can't make decisions. They tend to have very low self-esteem of themselves, and this emotional damage will lead to difficulty in future relationships. They will feel that they're not good enough for a loving, caring guy, and it will tend to have lifelong consequences. There are some very clear warning signs that you need to look for when dealing with physical and emotional abuse. This is the wheel of power and control. It includes dominance, so you have to feel in charge of the relationship, and the man will make decisions for the family, tell you what to do, expect you to obey him, treat you like a servant. Humiliation, they'll make you feel bad, feel like you're worth nothing. This is a good way to keep a woman with him. She'll feel as if she has no choice, that no one else will love her, and so she won't leave. They will isolate a woman, keep her away from friends, family. You have to ask permission in order to go places, talk to people. They will threaten to leave. They will threaten to hurt you, hurt children, take children away, threaten to commit suicide. They will also use intimidation, glaring looks, breaking things, throwing things. They may not actually hurt you, but they will use that in order to intimidate you so that you won't leave. They will do a very good job in denial and blaming you for it. They'll make excuses saying that you caused it to be this way. Physical warning signs that you need to look for are like bruises that may or may not be visible. A person of abuse will usually turn to drugs or alcohol as a way to escape. Victims may be yelled at or insulted in public, and victims are usually pulled away from society, and if they are out in public, they will have to be checked upon. Victims usually feel very nervous whether their partner is around or not. They'll hesitate to leave their partner, and it's common for people being abused to make excuses, say that their partner doesn't mean to do it, it's not as bad as they say, and they act like they really do deserve the abuse. On average, more than 3 women are murdered by their boyfriend or husband every day. For women, it's obvious for why you need to know this. You need to know how to protect yourself, you need to know how to avoid abusive relationships. For men, you need to think twice about hitting a girl. You need to know how common it is and how harmful it may be. Abuse is a decision that is made. The damage is physical and emotional and will change a person forever. Pay attention to your relationships and those around you. Maybe someone you know is in a highly abusive relationship. Maybe they're too afraid to talk about it. You could just change someone's life.
Thank you.